Hi everyone, in this video today I'm going to be solving these particular questions. The question is from 2024 WAEC pass technical drawing question, technical drawing 2. So I'm going to be solving this question 4. The question says figure 3 shows an irregular pentagon PQRST which diagonals SQ. The diagonal SQ, there's a diagonal here SQ, and diagonal RT as 270 respectively. Okay, SQ is 200 while RT is 70. So we are going to be drawing this because the question says draw full size. Draw full size means that we have to draw to scale of 1:1, meaning that the dimension here are not to be altered, they are not to be reduced or enlarged. So we are drawing according to the given dimension. Then Roman figure 2 here says a square equal in area with the pentagon. We are to do that. Then after we are done, we are told to measure the diagonal of the square that have been drawn. So let's quickly do that. So the first challenge is to draw this given view, to draw it exactly the way it is here. So what I'm going to be doing now, I will start off by drawing. Let's draw a horizontal line as our baseline. Okay, I'm going to be locating a point for X on the baseline on any convenient point of my choice. Okay, so if I use let me use this point here as my X. Okay, and we're told that line XR is 96, so I will take that now. 96, that is 9.6. so this is it, 96. Yeah, so that is R. Okay, so we are told that we are going to locate this point Q, but to locate this point Q, we are told that the diagonal, that is, if a line from this X to this point here must be 200. Okay, that is quite large, so the normal usual compass may not take that, so I'm going to be making use of this. So I will extend to 20. So I will take this, extend to 20. This point here. Okay, so this is 20. So I'm going to place on point X, the needle point on X. Okay, then I will use this to draw an arc. Just strike an arc this way, let the arc go this way. So we see this arc now. It shouldn't be thick, okay, thin. So the next thing is RQ. RQ is 12, so I'm going to take 12. Okay, so 12, this should be able to give us 12. Okay, so this is 12. Oh, so this is my 12. Okay, place on point R, strike an intersecting arc. Do you see where the arc intersects the 20 arc? Okay, so we are going to connect, we call that point our Q. So that is our point Q now, which is going to be connected to R, this way. Okay, thin line at first. Okay, I will outline it or highlight it later. Okay, so now we locate ST. ST is 16. Take 16. So this is 16. Place on X, strike an arc like this. Okay, you can see the arc there. Then we are told that RT, diagonal RT is 70 from the given question. So you can see this here. Okay, so measure 70. So this is my 70. So I'll place on R to strike an intersecting arc, so which is holding it at that point. Okay, so holding at that point, let me remove excess arcs. You don't have to remove everything because this must be shown. Okay, it must be shown in your construction. So in this construction we'll be dealing with so many arcs, so that's why I just want to reduce the length of this arc. Okay, so you have to show the point of intersection of the arc, so you don't have to remove everything. So we call this point now T. So this is my T. Okay, so I need to get point P. We need point P, and we are told that that is 14. That is 14. So let's use this bigger one. So from here, extend to 14. Make sure it's accurate. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now, you can place at this point T. Point T. We need to on T. Strike an arc. Let's strike an arc. We strike an arc this way. Okay, hope we can see that arc. So let me adjust the camera so we can see that. So we strike this arc now, then place same on Q, because we are told that TP is 140 and QP or PQ is also 140, so same compass length. Okay, we need to on Q strike an intersecting arc, so we see where the arc intersects. So that is the location of our point P, this point P. So this is our point P. So the next thing we are going to do now, I haven't drawn all the points now, so I'm going to connect them together with a thick line. So let's start with this SR. We have this SR, then RQ. Okay, then let's join ST. Okay, then we have that. We join TP. Okay, then let's join PQ. All right, so we have our given view now drawn to the dimension full size. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is that I'm going to be going to question 2. Excuse me please. Question 2, we are told that we should draw a square equal in area with a pentagon. A square equal in area with a pentagon. Now it is practically not possible to draw a square directly that is equal in area to this pentagon, so we need to follow some procedures. So the first thing is that we will convert. It's like more or less saying that we are converting this irregular pentagon to a square. Okay, so I'll first of all convert it to a triangle. Okay, after converting it to a triangle, or drawing a triangle that is equal in area to this given irregular pentagon, so the next thing I will do, from the triangle I will convert the triangle to a rectangle. So when I get the rectangle, it is now from the rectangle I will convert the rectangle. From the rectangle I will get my square, okay, which is going to be equal in area to this pentagon. Okay, I hope that is clear. So to draw a triangle out of this now, so what I'm going to do now is that I will, from this point X, okay, I will draw a line, a thin line to P. Okay, just follow, it's very simple. So I will draw a thin line to, like that. Okay, so the next thing I will do, from R, that is the base of the pentagon, draw a line to P. Okay, draw a line to P this way. Okay, we have it this way. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to be drawing parallels line from this P out to this point Q. I hope that is clear. And also I will do same for this PS, okay, to this T. Okay, this is what I mean. Place a set square this way on the line. Okay, on the line, then my ruler right behind it. Okay, let me move it, adjust it down a little so that it's going to connect. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, slide until I get to Q. Okay, so take note of that point. Now this point, then I will draw this, okay, on that point. Okay, don't worry if your compass, your set square cannot produce the line, then the line is supposed to touch this base. Okay, don't worry, since we have gotten the line, so just use your ruler to complete the line down. So it's the same thing, so use your ruler to complete it down. You can see that is straight, so we have this point now, so we can give this point, since we have P, Q, R, S, T, U, let's give this point here U. Okay, let's give this point here U. So we do same for this side. Okay, but for this side now I will slide until I get to this T, so draw parallel to that. So I'm going to slide. So we are on this T now, produce the line down this way. Okay, this is just where I need. Okay, the up one is inconsequential, so this point here, so let's give this point here V. So now from this V I'm going to produce a thick line to this P, and from U as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to draw this, which is going to eventually give us our triangle. So that is how to convert a pentagon to a triangle. So here now we have this drawn. Okay, then for this other side now, I have this drawn. Okay, then for the base now, we draw the base out. Okay, so now this is our triangle. So let me identify the figures that have been drawn down for easy recognition. So let's say for the pentagon, okay, the pentagon is okay, P, Q, R, S, T. Okay, 5 side pentagons. Then our triangle now, the triangle is PVU. Okay, so we have the triangle that have been drawn out now. So all you just need to do now, take your eyes off the pentagon. Okay, we have the triangle now, so we'll be working with the triangle now. Okay, don't forget where we are going is that we want to draw a square that is equal to the given pentagon. Okay, now we've gotten triangle out of the pentagon. So now the next thing we'll do, we are going to be converting this triangle to a rectangle. So that is what we'll do, so that from the rectangle we'll get our square straight away. So what I'm going to do now, from this point now, I'm going to draw a perpendicular to this baseline. Okay, that is from this baseline. Okay, from this baseline draw a perpendicular line that will be touching this point P. So I can do that this way, just fix it this way. Okay, shift it until you get to, let me make the P visible. Okay, we have it this way. So ensure that it is straight here at the base here, then move it until I get to that point now. Okay, then I will draw a perpendicular line. Okay, so we have the perpendicular line drawn this way. So this perpendicular line, so let's give this point W, let's give this point now W. Okay, so the next thing I will do now, I'm going to be bisecting, I will be bisecting this PW. Okay, bisect PW now. Okay, all right, take note of this arc. So I will extend my compass from this P, from point P. Okay, you can see, just extend past the middle of PW a little. So strike an arc this way. Please take note of the arc, because we are dealing with so many arcs, so that you will not make mistake. So you have this other side as well drawn. Then place on W now. Do not shift the compass length. Okay, should be the same. Then this other one here, so take note, you can see where it's meeting, where they are intersecting. So I'm going to draw a straight line to connect them together. Okay, this way. All right, so we have this now. So the next thing we are going to be doing now, okay, now we want to get a rectangle out of the triangle. Okay, not the pentagon now. So why I'm saying this is that so that you not make mistake of the next step now. Okay, so you have to be careful. So I want to draw a perpendicular line, so I will be making use of this V, not X, because I'm dealing with the triangle now. Okay, take your eyes off the pentagon. So I'll come this way, shift it to V like this, and ensure it's straight here. So I will draw a perpendicular. Okay, it's not yet there. Then now it's there. Draw a perpendicular line up this way. You can see where it intersects with the bisector. Then come to this other side as well. Okay, then draw a perpendicular line to, oh sorry, I'm having a shift there, so I'm going to take this off. I will take this off. Take this off. So let's redraw that. Okay, move it there. So pin the set square down very well. Okay, so we have this, so you can see where it's meeting this. Okay, so let's give that, since we have W, let's give this X, this point here X, then let's give this point here Y, which will form our rectangle. So with this we have our rectangle. So let me highlight that now. So just join VX, join VX with a thick line, join XY, join XY with a thick line. Okay, then join YU with a thick line. I hope we can see this. So our rectangle now, four side rectangle is a four-sided figure. So we are going to be having a rectangle. So we have this rectangle. We can say the rectangle is X, Y, U, V. So X, Y, U, V. Okay, I hope that is clear. So now we have our rectangle. So from the rectangle now, it is very easy to convert this rectangle to our square that we want. So the next thing we are going to do now, I'm going to needle on this point U now. Okay, extend to Y. I will extend to Y, extend to point Y. Okay, I'm going to be drawing a semicircle to touch the base. Okay, make that visible. Okay, to touch the base this way. Okay, which will go like this. Okay, to touch the base there. So let's give that base, let's say that is Z. Okay, so this, I mean this line now. Okay, you see I drew a semicircle. Okay, I mean an arc from this y this way with needle at point u. We draw this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be drawing, I mean bisecting line VZ, not XZ. Okay, I'm dealing with my rectangle now. I'm dealing with rectangle now, line VZ. So I'll place my compass now. We bisect line VZ like I said. So place the compass on this V, extend past the middle a little. Okay, this way I think should be enough. Okay, I'm going to make an arc. Okay, I'll make an arc both up and down this way. Make the arc down first this way. Okay, all right, so we have this arc like this. Then I'm going to place on point Z now the same compass length. Take note, same compass length. Now okay, I've not done for the top. Okay, let me redo that now. Okay, on this V, okay, which we use for drawing this arc. Okay, then I will strike arc for the top as well. Okay, please take note, fix your eyes on that arc. Fix your eyes on that arc because we are dealing with so many arcs in this construction. Okay, then place on point Z, place on point Z. Okay, so my hands is on this arc now. So next thing I will draw an intersecting arc. So take note, you can see where it's intersecting. Okay, both up and down. I'll draw for the down as well. Let me make the down visible. You can see where it strike this arc down here. Okay, take note of the point. So we are talking about this point here, and then this point here, this point here. Okay, I hope that is clear. This point here. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a straight line, a vertical line to join the point, like that. So where these verticals intersect with this bisector, where it intersect the baselines, okay, we can give that, we can call that O. Okay, point O. So I'm going to, from this point O now, I will place the compass. Okay, extend to this V. Okay, this V now, you can see this V. I'm going to be drawing a semicircle now. I will draw a semicircle. Okay, I will draw a semicircle that will go this way. Okay, we have this semicircle, okay, which is going to be meeting with this Z. We have this which go this way. Okay, you can take note of this semicircle. So the next thing we will do, this UY, okay, or YU, so we'll extend the line, just extend the line to meet the semicircle. Okay, drawn, produce. Okay, so from this point now, so let's give this slide now A. Okay, now this UA now give us one side of the square. It gives us one side of the square. This UA is one side of the square. This UA now, that is one side of the square. Okay, now how do we get the remaining three sides? So once we get one side, okay, no, one of the characteristics of a square is that all sides should be equal. Okay, so this one side now, then take the measurement, take the length. Okay, now I can either do that outside here. Doing that outside here will mean that the square and the pentagon do not have the same baseline. Okay, and I can do that inside here. So doing that inside here means that they both have the same baseline, the pentagon and the square. Now since it is not stated, it is not stated that whether they should have the same baseline or different baseline. So I want to do my own inside now. I want to do this inside, so take note of this point now. So just strike an arc this length now. Okay, you can see we have this point here. Okay, then the same compass length, because that is the characteristics of a square. Strike an arc this way. Okay, do not take your eyes off that arc. Okay, do not take your eyes off this arc. Now you can put your hand there, okay, so that you not go and get the wrong arc. Then the same compass length, then strike an arc this way to intersect this, like this. Okay, so that will give us our point. So I will give this side now. Let's call this side B. Okay, that is A, B, and let's give this side C. So we have this side as C now. So let me draw out the outline. Let me outline it. So just extend this now. Okay, like that. Okay, then join BA or AB this way, then join this BC, we join BC this way. All right, so we have our square now. For our square now, we have this square, our square is BAUC. So that is the square. Now we are not done. The question says now that we should measure and state the diagonal of the square. So we need to get the diagonal of the square. So what I'm going to do, okay, AC now is the diagonal this way, and also BU is diagonal. So I'm going to be taking the measurement of AC or BU, any one of my choice. Okay, so you have this. So we are having that as 17.6. 17.6, that is 176. So we can record that. Now. Diagonal of square is 170. So this is how to convert a pentagon, a given pentagon, to a square, or to draw a square that is equal in area to a given pentagon. So this is our square, square XYUV. Okay, I mean square BAUC, and the diagonal of the square is 176, as we have measured. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for your time. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscription button and turn on the notification button. Thank you very much for staying tuned. God bless you.